I'm Nodoka Katsura. I'm an aspiring news anchor and current radio personality. I studied international relations in a joint degree program in the Center of Classic Japan, Kyoto, and the Center of Politics, Washington, D.C. Studying in Washington, D.C. had a tremendous impact on me. My university brought together students from all over the world with diverse backgrounds, and hearing their perspectives completely shattered my common sense that I have grown up with in Japan. For example, it awakened my awareness of social issues in the ways I have never experienced before. And I realized storytelling allows people to indirectly experience lives that they have never lived, and ultimately expanding their possibilities and horizons. Another major influence on me was my role as a Cherry Blossom ambassador in Washington, D.C. Through events, I introduced Japanese culture to many local people, and I saw how fascinated they were. And that made me want to use the power of media to introduce the beauty of Japanese culture to a much more wider audience. I am fascinated by the power of storytelling that can bridge distances between people. Through storytelling, people can encounter perspectives that they have never had before. The media industry not only informs people, but also inspire people to make a change. And I think that way, we can contribute to a better society. I've been currently working at a radio station in Los Angeles. And one time, I had a chance to talk to a Japanese comedian, Tamura Kenji, called Tamuken. During the program, even when my story fell flat, he skillfully added a punchline, and it made it very entertaining. So that's when I realized how professional the comedians are. For the future, I'd like to learn more about conversational skills through a lot of comedians, and hopefully I can bring at least one laughter during my show. At the radio station, I host a Wednesday morning program and also deliver weekend news segments. During the program, I make an effort to speak as clearly as possible and as energetically as possible so that listeners can start their day with a positive boost. When reading the news, I try to focus on selecting the news that are directly relevant to the Japanese people living in the US, making them feel relatable. During my internship at Creative World, I tried video editing for the first time. Thanks to the patient guidance from my senior colleagues, I was able to improve my skills. What I like about Creative World is that you can learn every step of TV program production, not only on-camera skills, but also video editing and planning and arranging interviews. One day, I hope to be a bilingual news anchor who can serve as a bridge for mutual understanding between the world and Japan. The same story can look very different depending on whether it's told from Japanese perspective or an American perspective. So I want to be a news anchor who can convey stories from neutral point of view. Thank you for watching. Please go to the link below to follow my work. Bye!
Ready to explore media scenes with Creative World.
From cameras to editing, hosting, and beyond, let's level up your skills and carve a path to that dream job.
We are here to cheer on everyone pursuing with their entertainment dreams.
So drop us a message at the link below and let's ignite your media journey.
Get ready to rewind.
It's time for our favorite throwback moments.
Please enjoy.
Today's guest is from the world of film. He's a head special effects artist and costume designer for mega companies such as Marvel, Disney, Paramount, and Sony. For Godzilla fans, he's known for designing Mothra for Godzilla Kings of Monsters. He's also a co-founder of The Art Studio, which is sought to revolutionize the Japanese anime industry by introducing westernized elements of art and storytelling to the Japanese standard of animation. Please welcome Darnell Isom. Hello, Darnell. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. We're in the director's chairs, and then surrounded by all the legendary superheroes and villains. I'm so excited. Thank you again for having us here at the studio and then joining us today.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate it.
So first of all, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Darnell Isom. I'm a lead concept designer, suit builder here at Legacy Effects.
Awesome. So you're the head special effects artist and costume designer for many big companies, but how did you actually get into the field in the first place?
So I kind of started like everyone, went to college on the East Coast, actually went to Art Institute, studied industrial design with a focus on special effects.
Okay.
And then I moved to California and I actually started as a runner. So just brewing coffee and doing that, I did that for about a year because, I've never driven before when I moved to California.
Right.
I was very young and California is a very tricky place to learn to drive. So as a runner, I didn't even have a car. So I borrowed my girlfriend's car at the time and then I crashed it into a parked car. So I could only be a runner for a little bit of time because I crashed the car. But they liked me a bunch and so they promoted me into
All right.
a different position. so there you go.
So, but in a way, was becoming an artist always like your childhood dream?
Oh, definitely. I think I can remember back in kindergarten. It's a strong memory because it made me not like the teacher. But I remember in kindergarten we had where you talk about the job that you want to do.
Right.
And everyone was, I want to be a firefighter or I want to be a policeman or something. And I was like, oh, I want to be a superhero.
Right.
She was like, well, there's no such thing as a superhero.
So realistic.
Like a 5-year-old kid, that's like heartbreaking, You would think they would tell you something like, oh, okay, work hard.
Yep.
So from a small child, I would draw superheroes all the time and watch movies because I thought as I grew up, I'm going to be a superhero. But as you get older, your reality and everything changes, and then you realize you can't be a superhero, but you can make superheroes.
Exactly.
You can create these things.
It's in the same world, right. Apparently, you're now successful. What production do you credit as your breakthrough that led you to the current success?
Probably say honestly with Alan Scott, who's one of the owners here at Legacy. It was a commercial where we had to design, because up until that point I was still just working in the mold shop and casting parts and doing that type of thing. But I would always submit my sketchbooks and submit my drawings just to show potential and interest. But there was a commercial that was coming where we had to design an alien. And so I got to design an alien and it was chosen for the commercial. So I got to sculpt it. And that was my first time really kind of doing the sculpture for something. And then went to puppeteer with it and did the whole deal. So I went through the whole process of designing, puppeteering, being in the commercial. So that was probably my first job, where then after that I was kind of just continued.
Right. But you feel like all the success really rapidly came, or just gradual process that you cannot think about one particular project that led you to the level?
It was definitely gradual. It was more of a gradual thing, kind of happened throughout the years. Like I would probably say if it was for a film, for a feature, it would be Pacific Rim, the first Pacific Rim probably, because I got to do that was probably one of the first films where I worked on and got to help to design and engineer a full character. So I did the full suits for the Russians for that film, so doing the helmets and everything. So that was a lot of fun.
So what was the most memorable project?
Through the animation studio,
Yep.
probably we have some current projects which I can't speak about right now, which I'm really passionate about. But
Right.
The one that has come out already, we got to work with The Weeknd. We did a music video with him, which was Snow Child, and that was actually a lot of fun because it kind of documented his life journey through all the different music videos that he did. So if you watch the animation, it kind of has different portions of different videos and his life.
Right.
So that was a lot of fun working with him.
Wow, that's awesome. So I know there are always like NDAs and you cannot talk everything, but as much as you can share, is there any current future activities, projects that you can actually share with us, with the audience?
So I guess what is coming out will be Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone knows that's coming out already. So we're working on the new Guardians of the Galaxy. But then there's 2 Marvel projects, which I can say Marvel projects, can't say what they are. They're currently, and there is another film. I can't actually say the title of it, but it's, if you look around, it's in the room. That's also being worked on.
Awesome. Okay. So you've done a lot of different projects, you know, bunch of films and all that, but what's the most challenging part of your job?
The most challenging part is probably the time, you know, because it's always shifting. So you have a schedule and it changes, you know, schedules.
Right.
It's always in flux. We work on the film, it's always in flux. So because it's based on the actor's schedule, based on the actual production, based on shoot schedule and weather and all these different things that kind of come into play. So that's probably the most challenging part. The job is easy, you know. You've been doing it for years, so you like you work with a lot of people, and you grow comfortable in the steps. And so even though, and as technology improves, it makes your job easier but more demanding because they want more in less time.
Right.
So time is always the challenge.
There are often times that you actually are doing multiple different projects at the same time?
Yes.
Wow.
Many times we do. We're working on a lot of things. And the most interesting thing I've probably come to realize about film, which doesn't quite make sense, it's never made sense, is you start 2 or 3 projects, they all want to start at the same time, and they want to shoot at the same time and be finished at the same time, even though films come out at all different times throughout the year. So it never makes sense to me why that is the way it is.
Right.
But it's always the way it is. So every time something is shipping in 2 weeks, for every production.
Right.
It's always the same. The schedule is the same. So
Gotcha.
It's a little bit weird.
So the time difficulty aside, is there any advice or messages that you can actually provide to the younger people who are interested in, you know, jumping into the same industry?
I always tell people to stay consistent and persistent. Like, you want to work hard and always continue working and always continue growing. Art is one of those fields where you're always improving and you're always in competition for your whole life. So if you want to be an artist from 1 to 80, you're always in competition with another artist. It's a friendly competition. You're not really in competition with anyone except yourself, but it's just because of the field and the nature of what it is that we do, where people's imaginations and stories and everything is constantly changing, and they're always wanting different styles. So I always tell people to just continue to improve, especially with the world shrinking. Technology and television and all that, YouTube, the technology has brought everyone so much closer together. And Japan, which is my biggest inspiration, with like Takayuki Takeya, so many different amazing artists that when I was young, I could only see their art in a magazine, but now you can work with them on the film.
Right.
But that also makes the competition that much harder, because that person's been doing something for 50, 60 years, and you've only been doing it for 4 or 5.
Right.
So you always have to continue to grow, work hard.
Awesome. So what do you think, it was already one part of it, but what do you think is necessary to succeed?
I think necessary is just really being in a place. So that was probably the hardest part for me. When I grew up on the East Coast, so I had to move to California to get in the film industry. Once I moved here, I started work almost immediately. Same for my brother and I, if we wanted to have an animation studio, we had to move to Japan. So my brother learned Japanese and all of that, writing, reading, everything. So it's being in a place is the most important part, so you can be accessible.
Right. So last question. The title of the show is Create World. What does the word creative mean to you?
So for me, I chose the word life.
Meaning?
So, it means, for me, everything from when you were born to when you pass is creativity. Creativity is literally every movement. If you're a dancer, it's your body. If you're an artist, it's any reflection of that skill, from singing to drawing, writing, painting. But it's also just being. It's creative.
Awesome. Today's guest was Darnell Isom, the head special effects artist and costume designer at Legacy Effects. Thank you very much, Darnell. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
家にあって安心。すぐに食べれていつでもおいしい家族の味方。昔も今もこれからも食卓を支える安心の味であり続けたい。白菊のさぬきやうどん。
ありがとうございます。
Tradition is tasted, resplendent with grain. Sips of time slip through light. I'd hold this taste to feel forever. It pours a century of wisdom. It pours a generation of legacy. Sourced from a sacred mountain, it rises. How many ways can this taste dazzle in days? This taste lives forever.
And of course, here's the Playmates for scale.
スケール。
6-inch Playmates.
Yep.
Yeah, and now you're trying to, and then I think you're trying to recreate the classic 91 poster.
Correct.
Where King Ghidorah wraps his necks around Godzilla.
Yep.
It looks like so the scale doesn't quite work here as we would not expect it to. Yeah, and this is the Monster Arts.
Yes, this is the 6-inch Monster Art, so it's smaller. But it's a 91. So this portion of the video was taken before the Haya 91 arrived. So this was the only one I had to compare it to at the time.
Yeah. So once again, see if how it looks.
That scene.
You see it, and once again, this looks like this 6-inch Godzilla is too small. Mm-hmm. Too small to really recreate the poster.
Yeah.
There, but yeah, it looks like you can. Yeah, there. Yeah, oh yeah, this is still the Monster Arts. You sort of spun them around.
Yep. So yeah, you can definitely recreate it. It's a little off scale, but still fun to mess around with. What do you think, Heisenberg?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but he's too small. Yeah, Godzilla's too small now. Here we go. So here's
8-inch 89. Yep.
Oh, is this the 8-inch?
89.
Oh, okay. So this is the 8-inch Monster Arts.
Correct. Yep. So a little better in scale, I think. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he's a little too big, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean 8-inch would be a little too big, but I think better than the 6.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, it makes for a good poster.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you can definitely move the tails, the wings, the heads. You can make them bite Godzilla and just like wrap around them. So yeah, it's really cool. This is a really awesome figure. I highly recommend it. If you're a King Ghidorah fan, if you like the 91 design, this is definitely the 91 King Ghidorah figure to date.
Oh, okay. Then did you try it with the? Did you try that pose with the?
Yep.
Here's the
Haya.
The Haya. Oh, okay. So here's the Haya.
Yep,
So do you like? How do you like the scaling of the two together?
I think the scale works. Yeah, I think it works. So here are the two. So now we can make them do battle.
Yeah. So you're gonna do the poster pose again?
If I remember correctly, I tried.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Let's switch it up a little bit. And have one of the heads bite.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that poster lately. Yeah, I haven't looked at that poster lately, so I'm not sure. And also, the poster's a drawing.
enriching creative world.
See you next week.
Hello, restaurant owners. Are you concerned about the cost of oil for deep frying? Would you like healthier and high-quality oil? Introducing BB-Fry, globally patented groundbreaking technology. 50 to 80% less oil absorption. Light in oil like silky water. Frying time shortened. Delicious and healthy with less oil. For more details, visit bbfryglobal.com.